Get out
Listen
here.
to me, mother.
Here.
You're not gonna ask money for anybody. I haven't called the cops.
Welcome to the John Ligato Show. I'm John Ligato.
The most ferocious fighting machine the world has ever seen is a 19-year-old pissed-off Marine. This was especially true on January 30th, 1968, when U.S. Marine John Ligato's commander woke his company up in the middle of the night to provide support to the nearby city of Hue in Vietnam. When Alpha Company arrived, they were greeted with cheers. The troops there had been through hell, barely defending the compound from the enemy surge. Little did they know, 9 battalions of highly trained North Vietnamese soldiers were waiting to attack. The Marines were outnumbered by a few hundred to 1. The Tet Offensive had begun in earnest.
We've all seen them. Some do it better than others, but they're all thieves. They won't rob your watch, computer, or even your car. They steal something much more valuable. They steal someone's valor. You may wonder, who does it hurt if some clown gets dressed up and plays army in public wearing a bunch of medals for valor? Many of them are so obvious, almost laughable. Perhaps they have mental health issues, and we should probably just ignore them and let them go their way.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
Non-operational cover.
Right.
That means I did things.
Wow, you're awesome.
And then, you know what SAD means?
What's that?
SAD Unit 7.
No.
It's above the seals. That's why it's
Wow.
Yeah, since I have it on, I can tell you about it.
Right.
If I wasn't wearing it,
couldn't tell me.
It's open. It's okay to tell you
Wow.
because it's known now. It started in 1994.
Wow.
The SEALs, and that means Special Activities Division Unit 7.
Yeah.
And they do things.
What
They do things that is like you go in black.
Right.
You know.
Special operations. Now I have a question because my father and my stepfather were in the military. My father was in the Marine Corps, and my stepfather was in the Army.
Each star, you know what each star means?
Yeah, the devices. Now the question,
each star means that I received that same badge.
Yeah, you got a silver star with a Valor device. Now the question I have, what SEAL team were you on?
Now this misguided youth is an obvious fraud. But what about the ones who have the look, talk, and walk of a combat vet? These folks take advantage of a public who loves their veterans and will contribute their cash, time, and sweat when asked.
What do you guys? What service are you guys with?
Veterans and Patriot Citadel, my friend.
All right. You know that if you're not active duty, you can't be wearing the BDU.
We are a non-profit organization, and in the AR 670-124 says for fundraising, special fundraising.
Not
events,
BDUs, sir. Not BDUs. You know that's against the UCMJ.
I
All right. What branch did you serve with?
I was United States Army, my friend. Honorably discharged veteran.
You can't be wearing the BDUs. You cannot be wearing the BDUs, and you're profiting off of it because you're doing well, you're asking for money. You're asking for money.
We ask for absolutely nothing.
Listen, this is not the way to run a 401c3.
All we do is walk. If somebody wants to donate, that's on them.
Listen, I look at the license plate of my car. I'm a combat veteran of 2 tours. I'm a U.S. Marine. I know the UCMJ, and I work for the Judge Advocate General. I'm gonna park. You guys can't be doing that here. Okay? You guys cannot be doing that here.
Get out of here.
Listen. I am actually a combat veteran, and you guys are collecting money. So was your father, but you're not. That uniform is not your uniform. I will call the police because you cannot be collecting money, misrepresenting a veteran. You're not a goddamn veteran. You are not a goddamn veteran. Get out of here. Listen to me, mother. You're not gonna ask money for anybody. I haven't called the cops.
Take your ass.
Listen to me. This is stolen valor. Stolen valor is what this is. Asking people for money when you're not a goddamn veteran. I fought for this country, not you, motherfuckers. You guys are asking for money. Don't give them money. They are fake. They are not veterans. They are stealing people's money.
This may come as a surprise to you, but most veterans are not scout snipers, Navy SEALs, Marine Recon, or Army Special Forces. In the Marine Corps, my job was basic rifleman. That's a wonderfully clear job description. Yet most cases of stolen valor, they will lie big. And this is one of the signs of stolen valor, although their story would be much more plausible if they were just average. But for every Navy SEAL, there are 300 impostors.
So can you tell me you're a Navy SEAL with, let's see, it's 4 Purple Hearts, a Navy Cross, Silver Star, Bronze Star.
Yep.
Afghanistan, Iraq, 1 tour in each of Afghanistan.
1 tour in each. That's right.
Yes, sir. What was your name again?
Mark Johnston.
Mark Johnston. Yes, sir.
Johnston.
Say
Like
again?
Marine, Mark Johnston.
Okay, and you're Rear Admiral.
Rear Admiral.
For the CIA Special Operations, what was it again?
Special Operations Division.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Does this guy pass a stolen valor inspection? I don't know. He looks pretty good there, but some of the ways to spot stolen valor are grooming, age issues with rank, lack of military jargon like MOS for military occupation specialty, and uniform malfunctions. My question to you, is there any reason that you not to believe that Mark Johnson is an admiral? Yes or no? Is he an admiral? Put your comments below. I'd appreciate it. You know, there's many reasons people steal valor. Boost their ego, meet girls, get free stuff. But I have never, ever heard of this reason.
Cascade County Court Friday, Judge Greg Pinsky handing down sentences with unique circumstances for 2 people who pretended to be veterans. Pinsky made Morris and Nelson watch a video of a stolen valor suspect being confronted by a member of the armed forces. He then read the names of Montanans who have died in Iraq and Afghanistan. Morris, who was convicted of burglary, was sentenced to 10 years in prison with 3 years suspended. Nelson received 5 years in prison with 2 suspended for a criminal possession of dangerous drugs conviction. After they complete their sentences, Judge Pinsky has some other contingencies before they can be considered for parole.
You will be wearing a placard that reads as follows. I am a liar. I am not a veteran.
Pinsky ordered Morris and Nelson to wear those place cards at the Montana Veterans Memorial on each memorial and Veterans Day. They'll also be required to personally handwrite the names of all 6,756 Americans killed in Iraq and Afghanistan wars, as well as the obituaries of the 40 Montanans killed in those wars. Write letters of apology to multiple veteran organizations and complete 441 hours of community service.
So are there any real victims of stolen valor? Well, there's Medal of Honor recipient John Canley, and then there's this Marine who fought alongside Gunny Canley at Way City and just wanted to survive so he can go back to school.
What's the hardest part of it? Not knowing where they are, that's the worst thing. Riding around and running the sewers and the gutters anywhere. Be anywhere. Just hope you stay alive from day to day. Everybody just wants to go back home and go to school.
That wraps up today's show on stolen valor. I suspect it'll never end because I suspect there will always be wars. I also hope that this Marine survived Way City and got a chance to go back to school. The John Ligato Show is being brought to you from outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune in beautiful North Carolina. If you like the show, please subscribe, like, and hit the other buttons. I don't even know what the other buttons are. Semper Fidelis.